assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Tennessee's offense will go on the attack first. The Big Orange able to escape with a close win the last time they saw the tie.
The last game, Tennessee came out firing right out of the gate. They were ready to go. They were locked in, dialed in. David, in this one, they're going to have to do that again. You cannot get behind the Tide in a game of this magnitude.
No, but how about last year building confidence for this year? Knowing that you beat the mighty Crimson Tide, it gives you confidence. You know you can do it again. Start this game off with that confidence.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm...
There he goes! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Let's talk about Alabama. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They punt it away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back on the option. The give. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Gets it to the back. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. The give on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Rides the back and leaves it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Quick completion to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they will score! Touchdown Tide! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. The pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They booted away on 4th down. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He's going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggieland, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 10 over Oregon. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Fires to the tight end.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Now on 2nd down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got an open man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking for a gap. It's Powell. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun to give, looking for room. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. The kick is on its way. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Oh, they're after him. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play. And they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the returner will be dragged down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can breaks into the open. Breaks the tackle. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. The ball's in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the boot, looking for his man. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front of the opponent attack.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Got a little space. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on third down. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as
Touchdown, Alabama! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Caught behind the line. It's Spears. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. From the gun, the running back has it. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Russell. Moves away as he feels pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third down, he drops the throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Well, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Powell. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And the Vols come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Powell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to snap it quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Pryor. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Vols line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown, Volunteers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, you've got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Tide and Vols. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Tennessee plays out.
The Volunteers will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Wants to return it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Harrison. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Give to the running back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Gives it on the option. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Got it behind the line. It's Pryor. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36. Trying play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Keeps it going. Took a shot as he threw. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum.
Turning it on. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Alabama quickly back to the line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Under fire. Takes the easy one to the back. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. And he's able to jump the throw and pick it off.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Russell. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score. The Tide is high and rolling as they try to send Rocky Top to rock bottom, and they've built a big lead.
And Alabama's simply been the more physical team in this game, and you're starting to see that exert itself here in the second half. They're pulling away, David. Tennessee's going to have to do something here, keep this thing close.
And the hard part for Tennessee is you got to stay positive. You got to believe you can win. This series hasn't always been in their favor, and they kind of know Bama's had their number of late, but they got to stay positive. They got to make something happen on this next drive.
28, Tennessee, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Powell. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Sends it back in motion. They'll try the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's loose down the middle. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. Once he got some room, it was over.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Red pass, it's complete.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. Not had an answer here all game long.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Unloads quickly.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Got his man on the right. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown Tide! Great job by the back on the option. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Tennessee, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To the air on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through the tackle. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. The Vols come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Powell. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Gives it on the option. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Gets the back moving. Got his man out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run the sneak for it.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
Slithers into space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Vols are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown ball! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
42, Tennessee, 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. So here is the Tennessee offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The Vols want to move quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the middle. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got his man. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Volunteers are marching down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Leaves it with the running back. He's in open space downfield. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, the ground game. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. They bring the punter onto the field now. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. So Alabama once again takes the win in this smoking hot rivalry between the Vols and the Crimson Tide, and the party in Tuscaloosa will last well into the night. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.